are the dreams of the queen she was, and the queen she'll be. Until then, all shall die, for that was her final wish. Woe unto I summon thee, my children of the night.
Fight! Name!
Ha! Ha! Behold, Kinslayer, the disgrace of she who was once renowned. Will she be the queen again once they all share her fate? My children, my beloved, die for the love of me. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
Damn it.
Come to me, my servants. Avenge me. Your blood will arise and save your queen, my slaves. Hear and obey, for your queen commands you. Attack! My blade shall your hand. Wait. I beg you, wait.
What?
I don't want to die.
And I did not come to kill you, Miss Fletcher.
Will you spare me then? Save this cadaverous carcass of mine. Does your heart beat a little faster now? You fancy me then, Doctor?
No, Miss Fletcher. My dead heart will beat for only one.
Ah! Is she pretty? Is she sweet and tender?
To me, yes.
Ah! I hate her already.
I know. And this is partly why you must be destroyed.
But you just said...
That I did not come here to kill you, yes. But I realize now the threat you embody must be stopped.
Will I be remembered? Will you?
You were Doris Fletcher, the greatest actress of her generation. No one can take that from you.
Thank you. And farewell. Ah! Ah! Ah!
Farewell, Doris.
Bravo! So dramatic. I love it.
McCullum!
How strange I seem to find you whenever I'm inquiring about that Skal infestation.
I mean you no harm.
I'm not here for you. But once I put all the pieces of the puzzle together, I'm sure we'll have a little chat, you and me.
Seriously?
Stay away from me, McCullum. You and all your war dogs.
That I can't guarantee, Dr. Reed. But I'll let you go. For now.
I should probably leave the theater right now. The West End should be safe now. But London is not. It would be wise to benefit from the Ascalon's protection while I continue my research during the Great Hunt.
Remember your vows.
Os loadings estão muito lentos. Fiquei curioso, foi daquele sábado. Posso tentar ir à parte. Although I really like my sword.
These people want me dead. I need to leave now. So Doris just needed to be close to her audience to infect them. Contagion through skin. Very disturbing.
Fastest way. Left, right.
Die, vermin!
Ah, não gastes balas, Zé. Ixi, que coisa.
Yes, sir.
Do you need medical?
I won't refuse.
Here is your prescription.
Thank you very.
É 4000 XP. já matei a... Não, matei-me não. A Mary, my sister. Fez o favor disso. Por isso ele já não está vivo. Vivo. Com ligação. É contra o XP. Vamos. Ora, esta dá 140. 148. Ui, mas posso aumentá-lo. E este também. 120. E daqui 240, 220, reduzo 2.5 de sangue a cada barro, reduz o consumo em 10 e aumenta o dano causado em 20%. Posso utilizá-lo na segunda mão. Daqui vai acabar por mexer ali, quase certezinha. Dano, absorver o sangue. Arma tal com um total de 154. Arranjo mais disto e passa para 231. Com possibilidade depois de mais este. Usar um de duas mãos e este. E não consigo. Podia mostrar uma imagem dela. Portanto, tenho 2000 XP. Dez de vigor usado por segundo enquanto anda. Atordoamento. Epá. Eu queria este. Porque mexer naquele, mexo depois neste. Aumentar a vida, aumentar a cor. Começam a ser pormenores que... Este foi mesmo só para passar de nível. Tinha tipo ir procurar as pessoas, tipo, não dá para fazer um tag, mostrar onde é que elas aparecem no mapa. Por exemplo, toda esta zona, quase certinha que estes gajos vão se transformar todos e depois eu vou acabar por matá-los. Ou acabam por se transformar. Como esta Chrome ainda não consigo fazer a filha da mãe da missão dela. Posso tentar, se não estiver longe, pois que é nesta zona daqui. Saindo, frente direita, primeiro marcador, segundo marcador.
See how he's dressed? Looks like an aristocrat.
Ao menos estes não demoram assim tanto. zona era um bocadinho mais para aqui, não era?
This is not a place for you, sir.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Over there!
No civilians allowed, sir.
The mistress of
Die, vermin!
drink your blood. Final fate. My wrath will consume you. Come on, petty mortals. Come and face your final fate.
Pin him down!
Final fate.
Anda fechado.
It's locked, all right.
The mistress of the dark will drink your blood. My wrath will consume you.
Vamos ver se há alguma tradução. Ah. Vamos ver se consigo material para evoluir o sabre. Bem, moço, mas tu estás a contrair tudo.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Do you need any...
I'm afraid
Our job brings us in...
that's easy for...
Goodbye, Milton. Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening.
Do you need medical help yourself, Nurse?
I'm afraid I've contracted some illness, Dr. Reed.
Not under my...
Thank you, Dr. Reed.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Está tudo doente.
Good evening.
And good evening.
Do you need...
I would have been
There is no shame.
any doc...
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
cima onde era o quarto.
Good evening.
Do you need...
Well,
Don't take...
And that is...
Please show me one.
Of course. It's just...
Tipo, ele nunca tem nada. Tem... Se calhar o outro cara não. Tenho pistola ao máximo.
What news, Jonathan? I've heard you've now joined the vampire elite of London.
Did Elizabeth tell you?
So it's Elizabeth now. My. Things are moving quickly. I turn my back for a moment and away you go.
How's the situation at the Pembroke?
We're still holding out. Question is, for how long? What we really need is hope, Jonathan. Hope for a better tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Have you seen Lady Ashbury recently?
Yes, she popped in yesterday. Told me about your new friends in the West End.
Just a courtesy visit, then?
Yes. And no. She was en route to the docks, I think, following a lead concerning your maker.
I may have found the source of the contagion. Doris Fletcher, the actress. Thankfully, in the end, she was destroyed by fire.
Really? Oh, please, do tell me more.
Doris was a heavily mutated skull. Almost a new breed entirely. It's as if the disease had completely altered her mind and body. Highly contagious.
As if the disease had taken control of her will?
Yes. Once a beautiful and brilliant woman, she became motivated by hate alone.
Oh, she was a beauty. I met her when she visited the hospital to cheer up the sick. Too bad the fire destroyed her. But it was probably for the best.
Have you heard of similar cases?
No, I don't think so. Except, perhaps, it reminds me of an old report from the Brotherhood. Well, more an article, really.
What was it about?
The author, a friar, referred to a rare form of contagion in a skull he observed during the Black Death. The carrier was always female, Called them I-cores.
I'll come back.
Always a...
Sim, dão muitas informações a este caramelo. Esqueci-me. Era onde é que era aquele quarto?
It's locked, all right.
Ou era aqui?
I met him in New York once.
If only there were more of us. Less resignation and more determination.
We fought for England, but England won't fight for us.
Hello again, Mr.
Good evening,
Do you need med...
Afraid so.
Throughout history...
You're working at...
Pá, isto...
Goodbye, Mr. Blood.
Por exemplo, este não consigo encontrá-los. Estes dois desapareceram.
Hello again, Mr. Blight.
Good evening, Doc.
4000 XP. Enganei.
It's locked. Hello again, Mr.
Good evening.
Ah, ele diz come with me.
Oswald. I'm sorry to leave you alone. Avenge me, my love.
Olha, se eu não o tivesse morto. Tu só dás 1000.
Good evening.
Evening.
Newton, don't be sorry. We'll meet again soon, and we will be serene.
Another key. Chave do abrigo em Saltwork.
Beautiful.
Alguma coisa trancada aqui. Nossa, matação dos dois. Eles eram mesmo, provavelmente. Oitenta e cinco nível 2. Portanto, o que eu queria aumentar era este. Para atordoar. E isto aumenta a cena de sangue. Para fazer a mordida. Mas também estou a precisar deste. Portanto, está o treinamento. Vamos focar X aqui. Embora não use, mas este ainda pensei. Eles ficam parados. Porra, a sério? Isto só vai absorver 3 blocos. E isto. Coagulação. 3 segundos de controle. 5. 10 segundos de controle e isto. Epá. Parece-me ser porreiro, muito sinceramente. Tendo em conta que isto só aguenta no máximo dois golpes. Oh, este leva 3, chamando assim. Isto vai acabar por ficar tudo fodido por isso. Melhor caminho.
Don't come easy, does it? He's dead! I'll kill you!
Espingarda.
Waiting for you to lay your guard down.
Women of all countries unite!
Good evening.
And good...
Do you need...
I am fine.
Goodbye, Charlotte.
She's been quite bit...
Se dizem que uma gameplay boa esta.
Always a pleasure to see you, sir.
What the hell? O que ela está aqui a fazer?
Elizabeth, what are you doing here?
I've been formally asked to witness your triumph, my dear. After all, isn't it the natural role of a woman to support her man in victory?
But it's you who insisted I join the Ascalon.
Please forgive my giddiness. I'm just overcome by the thrill of finally being allowed within these hallowed halls.
You certainly have an inquisitive mind. It's quite something. Elizabeth Ashbury, only you can make me smile in these difficult times.
And the same to you, Jonathan Reed. Now go have your little chat with the chairman. I can see he's practically bursting to hear your report.
Oh, just give me...
I have a boat ready to go whenever I want. These hunters won't catch me.
Let's see something. Só este aqui é o nível de poder, é que eu não sei mesmo como é que ele faz, mas siga.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. Have a drink and enjoy this night, for it could be our last.
Queria ver o outro velhote. Achei curioso, interessante falar com ele.
Welcome back to the Ascalon Club, Lance-Bearer. Please, tell us the good news. Have you put an end to the epidemic?
My hypothesis was correct. Doris Fletcher was the source of the contagion in this part of town. She was probably the first to be infected.
And you cleansed her before the hunters, I've been told. Well done, Dr. Reed. You thrust your lance and pierced the very heart of the corruption.
I'm just a doctor.
The important thing is, we won a major battle for the survival of London. For that, we salute you.
Thank you, my lord.
Now, I have another task for you. One of the utmost importance. Perhaps even more so than the previous.
I'm listening.
It's time for you to perform a most sacred duty for the club. I want you to recruit a new vampire.
Recruit a new vampire? Are you sending me on some sort of diplomatic mission?
Not exactly. I want you to make Aloysius Dawson the Ekon he deserves to be.
Não consigo ver. O Aloysius Dawson era quem? Era... O Aloysius... Está-me a faltar algum. Ah, Aloysius Dawson. Era o tal velhote. Cabelo rico, caraças.
As you wish, my lord.
Good. Now go.
How would you like me to proceed?
Aloysius is waiting for you at the Dawson estate. Once the deed is done, I'll join you there to celebrate this momentous occasion.
Before I go, I have a few questions.
All right. I'm listening.
Why Aloysius Dawson?
Because he is about to die. And he just may be the most influential man in England. After me, of course.
Does he know I'm coming?
He can't wait to become your progeny, Dr. Reed. Especially now that you have shown how strong your lineage is through your sister.
Did he choose me?
No, I did. My decision is very recent, to say the least, but it is entirely mine.
How would you like me to proceed?
Don't worry. Aloysius has had many years to prepare himself.
So shall I just let him drink my blood?
Yes. Aloysius will gratefully sup on your blood. His heart will slow, then stop. But he will rise again as one of us, an immortal.
Is there any danger?
Our blood alters a mortal body so deeply that some don't survive the metamorphosis. They die for good.
You invited Lady Ashbury. Wouldn't that be breaking one of your cardinal rules?
No women allowed.
Not allowed as members, no. But considering the circumstances, I thought you'd like to have her here to witness your triumph.
So it's a temporary admittance, then?
Something of a bargain, considering the crisis we're currently facing.
Goodbye, Lord Red.
Are you all right, Jonathan?
Lord Redgrave has just ordered me to turn Aloysius Dawson, to make him my progeny.
I see. And how do you feel about this?
I'd like your advice on the matter.
The real question here is, why has his lordship given you this task?
Do you think it's some sort of trap?
Do you really want to know what I think about this?
I do, yes.
To make an immortal of a soulless blackguard like Aloysius Dawson will only lead to a disaster for London. The man is already dead inside.
Should I refuse? Perhaps politely suggest that Lord Redgrave turn the man into a vampire himself.
Don't you dare, my dear. According to what I've recently discovered, his lordship could kill you for even broaching the subject.
Really? Why?
I've recently found proof that the Earl of Bristol is of lesser lineage, and only capable of creating skulls.
Please, tell me...
As long as you...
What would you have me do about Dawson?
The man is dangerous. Did you know he plans to build a wall to separate the healthy rich from the sickly poor? Do not make him your progeny.
What would you do?
The man's dying already.
Are you sure you're in...
That's a lie.
How can you...
I made the acquaintance of a most interesting informer while investigating your maker, from whom I learned the truth about Lord Redgrave.
Why...
Forgive me, Jonathan, I hate myself.
Which is?
He did serve William Marshall, and yes, the blood he covets as a token does truly belong to that legendary knight.
What would happen if I made Dawson an Ekon like myself?
You would add a powerful immortal into a suffering world. An immortal who already craves authority.
Maybe I could teach him control, like you taught me. Lead him down the right path.
Mr. Dawson spent his life searching for a way to cheat death. I'm sure he has spent decades dreaming of how he'd spend eternity as a tyrant.
Goodbye for now, Elizabeth.
Goodbye, my dear.
Portanto,
Please, be careful.
provavelmente vou ter a opção de matá-lo. Ok, bom. Vai ser muito bom. Estes loadings matam um gajo. Oh wait, I'm already dead.
It looks like vampires have to obey Mendel's laws when producing progeny. Powers pass from one generation to another. That's why Dawson wants me to sire him.
Tens sangue bom. Which way? Grenade. Desde quando é que vocês têm granadas? Oh, great.
Best be your phone. Don't come any closer. Elite! Elite! Shit, that leech is fast.
Mas nossa, estás a atacar muito. Oh. Estou mesmo a fazer bem. Não como. Alcross. New shop.
This is Braille. I need someone who can read this.
Já para aí o terceiro ou quarto bilhete de Braille.
It's locked, all right. I should find another way to get into the neighborhood.
This time I remember. Carta do pai dele aqui.
I had almost forgotten I applied for a position at Pembroke. It was so long ago. I think this passage could lead me close to Aloysius Dawson's mansion.
You London!
I hate this. Agora fui um bocadinho à toa. Será que isto vai dar aos esgotos? Vai dar à minha missão? Let's see. Apparently.
I have this thirst for blood.
Só para encher bocadinho.
Give me your blood!
32? Jesus.
Your blood is now... No one can hide!
Oh, I hate this part.
I will crush you! Your now mine.
Why don't I just run? Got it. Vim cá ter abaixo. Pois.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Need a few more. Dead ends. Just exploring a bit. Já estive aqui, não? Se não é, foi parecido. Será que a ideia é subir? Supostamente aquilo vai ter algum propósito. Deverá ser para já. Hell.
Louise's father was determined to find and save her.
Side mission. E acho que vou perceber esta parte disto, poder abrir ali esta porta. Aquela porta já dá para abrir o que acontece se eu baixar o nível de água. Tá muito longe ela.
This is despicable.
Don't you know better?
How long are you gonna keep watching it?
Seriously?
Let me go, you bastard!
You're feeble!
How long are you gonna keep me locked in here?
I dodged. Come on.
Disgusting asshole! Vampire England will never be your wife! How long are you gonna keep me locked in here?
Porra, tô longe.
Let me go, you bastard! Disgusting
Die
asshole!
already. Jesus.
Vampire or not? I'll never be your wife!
Jesus. Jeez Louise.
Miss Teasdale, are you all right?
How do you know my name? Who are you?
My name is Dr. Reed. I managed to track you down thanks to your father.
So my father really was looking after me. This man, this vampire told me my father was dead. Is it true?
I'm afraid so, miss. I'm so sorry for your loss. But you are free to go, as your abductor is no more.
I suppose my jailer also killed my father, didn't he?
Thankfully, he did not search your father's corpse, where I found his notes describing where he might find you. You should read them.
I must find my father's body. He deserves a proper burial.
É daquelas partes. Não deixa fazer a cena da cura. E também 1680 XP.
Goodbye.
Menos que dê.
You should return to...
Thank you for your...
No. Goodbye.
Ok, a moça está salva.
I can't believe I'm doing this. I have this thirst for blood.
Bem, tá ele agora a fazer o loading, a transmissão não está com muito atraso. Falar ali em XP, acho que não tenho muito. As cartadas nunca dão nada de jeito. Esta porta fica destrancada. Pois. Dois pontos. Não estou a conseguir perceber.
perhaps London will survive the... Jonathan Reed. At last we meet. The cards warned me you would visit tonight.
I beg your pardon, sir. Do I know you?
Of course you do. Our mutual friend, Dr. Swansea, can't speak highly enough of you. My name is Usher. Usher Talltree.
You are the leader of the Brotherhood, are you not?
Primate of the Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole, to be precise. I'm really glad we met tonight. I love it when the cards tell me a truth.
The cards told you to expect me?
Yes, they can tell me everything. They told me that you are a new Ekon who relishes his blood diet.
Do you require... You'll feel better.
Thank you very much.
Tell me about yourself.
I'm for most a charlatan. For a few...
For how long have you been a primate?
It was 15 years last year.
What do you make of Dr. Swansea?
Edgar is a brilliant and dedicated man. A man of his time. Sometimes a little muddled, but always looking for new paths and new concepts.
Some believe you to be a vampire. Who?
The Guard of Priwen. Who else?
Did they steal anything?
A personal...
Do you want your notebook back?
If you ever find it.
Okay.
What can you
I really don't...
So you see...
Oh, I...
Passar.
Do the cards speak of my Mary?
No. It's the burning aura of guilt.
Read my fortune, then.
You have been chosen, Jonathan. I see on you the mark of a strong being, so powerful it needn't even reveal its strength.
Can you read the cards for me?
Are you sure you want to know what they will reveal?
Yes, I am.
It will cost you 150 shillings.
Foda.
Here is the money.
The Iron Maiden. A woman. Angry. Fierce. A healer turning into a warrior. She's ready to arm herself and hunt you down if you push her too far.
The hell? Estava a pensar que era outra.
Is there anything you could tell me about Aloysius Dawson?
Aloysius Dawson. Yes, of course. We met on several occasions. With time, he got deeper and deeper into the occult.
He's not the only one. It's been quite the fashion for several decades. The Golden Dawn, for instance, is just one example.
True. Aloysius was a member of the Golden Dawn until 1900. Then his thirst for dark knowledge grew. I'm talking forbidden texts, readings which blackened his heart.
É, não dá muitas infos. Estou mais curioso. É com esta caramela. Está a pensar a admitir-se, mas tipo... Ok. Aqui está...
How do you measure the amount of blood on my hands?
I told you. The cards always tell the truth. Well, most of the time.
Is it possible to tell me my future?
A vampire's fate is much more delicate to read, Doctor. But I can try.
All right. Let me hear it.
Your heart will bleed back all the blood you drank, but it will not put out the fire your treachery has lit.
Supostamente vou encontrar a cura?
How did you learn about Mary? And spare me the hocus-pocus parlor tricks. The truth, now!
Swansea told me.
Bruges.
Don't look at...
Mary did not.
Suffering.
How do you measure the...
I told you.
Is it
vampires?
I would rather... May I...
Of course.
Who found it?
That's precisely the kind of question I cannot answer.
So you're not just a...
Once upon a time.
I know there is no love lost between the Guard of Priwen and the Brotherhood. What caused this rift?
It was 1801. The Brotherhood was stronger then. A strength that made them hungry for ever greater power.
What was the nature of the disagreement?
The problem was that both sides considered themselves the legitimate heirs of the original Brotherhood. They divide up the books, the relics.
Está explicado.
Goodbye, sir.
I rarely... Cards never lie, but they are never easy
It's
to
locked,
read.
all right.
Bem, isto para destrancar tenho de dar-te uma dentadinha de certeza. Gostava de saber o que é. Consegui perceber.
This is despicable. Conseguimos ver daqui. Roxo. 800 pontos de vida. Daqui eu não consigo fazer outra estaca. E daqui faltam duas peças desta. Não vou gastar na foice, não gosto de usar armas de duas mãos. Esta tenho ao máximo. Now, powers that I need. Começo a pensar que dá mais jeito isto. Se queres agora pede 2000.
Posso aumentar mais. Não evolui estes, não gostei. O Abyss. Este faz também a range, mas não puxa muito. Agora posso aumentar a vida. Vigor. Capacidade de sangue em 1000 mais 30% de sangue. Fazer aqui uma alteração. Vamos trocar este.
I'd step back, sir. Step away, sir. Die, vermin!
Oh fuck.
Away with you!
Ok, acho que prefiro evoluir este poder. E não sei porquê, mas acho que vou tentar ir aqui. Isto será em cima, será em baixo. Goddammit. Estou virado para a frente, a tentar vir por aqui, dar a volta e vou ter se calhar aqui. Por aqui. Sei que já tinhas que preparar para disparar. Estou certo, estou straight ahead.
Good evening, sir.
I'm conducting an...
And who are you?
I'm Dr.
I'm Detective...
Passei.
Do you need...
I'm afraid I may have caught...
You'll quickly feel...
Thank you.
Do you know anything in particular about a man called Aloysius Dawson?
Who doesn't know the man? I think he intervened personally to put an end to the police strike of last August.
What else can you tell me about him?
Aloysius Dawson is exactly the kind of powerful and influential man who could commit murder and get away with it, with just one phone call.
What are you investigating, exactly?
Mr. Kimura has been murdered. Always the same injuries. Wounds to the neck and massive blood loss. I'll stick to my homicidal maniac theory.
What can you tell me?
I'm the one asking.
And what about the epidemic?
We both know the situation.
What killer?
I'm not going to discuss that with the civilians, sir.
Haven't I told you about the investigation I'm conducting? Perhaps I could help you.
All right, without giving you too much information, I'll tell you this. I'm convinced there's a homicidal maniac on the loose, using the epidemic to disguise his kills.
Why are you
Criminals, really?
I'd like to report a name, Inspector. Jeffrey McCullum. I'm afraid he's some sort of vigilante, trying to recruit an army of angry citizens.
Then I'll write the name down and transmit this intelligence to the appropriate office. Thank you, sir.
What are you...
I told you.
Do you work alone?
Yes.
What about...
I know, it's a...
O que eu precisava mesmo.
What are you in...
Mr.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Eu vi outra voz.
Good evening, Miss Price. I'm Dr. Reed. Do you remember me?
Dr. Reed? Yes, of course. You are the doctor who healed me and my mum. Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Good to see you too, Carol. Are you all right?
Oh, yes. I did not...
Do you need my medical...
Oh, please.
Don't be shy.
Thank you, sir.
Have you ever met the famous Aloysius Dawson?
Yes. A very strange man. Not very nice.
What do you mean?
He said he was ready to pay good money for rare books. And then laughed at what we showed him.
Pois tudo traduz para a mesma coisa.
What can you...
I don't...
What can you...
Some of...
Have you no...
No.
Does he not...
No.
Why...
I am helping my mother.
I'm sure...
I do the best I can.
Why...
Oh, no.
Do you enjoy...
Oh, yes, Doctor.
Do you remember...
No.
Nestas portas.
Do you ever...
Oh, no.
Passar mesmo. Eita.
Goodbye, Cap.
Não.
I am sorry, I can't help you, sir. Perhaps you should talk with someone else instead.
Good evening, Miss Price. How are you tonight?
Dr. Reed, I didn't know you had returned.
Always glad.
Too long indeed.
Ah, boa. Não tem tratamento de pandemia. Fuck.
Do you know Aloysius Dawson?
Everybody knows him. He's only been to my shop once, though, looking for rare books and other intriguing antiques.
Did he buy something from you?
No, he left quickly. He almost laughed at my goods. Mr. Dawson may be a rich man, but you can't buy good manners.
But isn't Aloysius Dawson known for his philanthropy?
That was before his brother Robert died in an aeroplane crash. Since then, the remaining twin has turned into a heartless tycoon.
What can you... Really?
Don't get...
Tell me...
Who wouldn't...
Have you noticed?
Other than...
Carol's gratitude is exemplary. She seems determined never to leave you.
I'm taking care of my daughter as well as I can.
But she'll
Why would she leave?
Does your daughter still...
Have you not seen Carol since you returned?
So you're less...
Some things never change.
You have every...
Maybe you...
Why would...
She does not...
May I look at your goods?
It's always a pleasure to have you here.
Dá-me jeito os rebites, as molas. Estes produtos estou... Tem.
Dr. Reed.
Good morning.
I am glad.
Good evening.
My mother ordered...
Goodbye, Carol.
Good morning. Good evening, sir.
bloqueio do sangue.
Stupid newborn!
Era só mesmo aquela situação e desta aqui é só mesmo para mandar depois para ali para aquela zona. We have a big guy in there. Se isto for daquelas missões de treta de salvar uma pessoa. Ainda por cima desapareceu. Yay, I'm lost. É que ainda por cima não aparece no mapa. Mas não estou mesmo a conseguir identificar. Ali à esquerda. Voltando a desaparecer. Mas é para o sítio da missão. Cerca. vais obrigar a dar a filha da mãe da volta toda, pois não. For Pete's sake, seriously. Yeah, I know. I'm going to try and do a speed run. Oh God. Deixa eu conseguir fazer speedrun. Agora só espero que isto atualize.
Too many murders to investigate them all, but they will not be forgotten. Good evening. And who are...
I'm Dr. John.
I'm Detective...
What the hell?
I'm here.
Then we have... The...
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
There is something strange and incoherent about everything. So much violence.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, please.
That's all you need.
Well, is it not important?
I suppose.
I am Agamemnon Baker.
What can you tell me about Aloysius Dawson?
You should ask that question to my brother instead. Personally, I've not seen Aloysius for many years.
May I?
I don't.
You must.
From what I...
May I?
I believe...
What?
It's the only...
Why is that? What kind of question is that? What am I supposed to answer, exactly?
The truth. And I believe you just did it, actually.
What can...
He's older than me, I think.
Is that all?
Pericles is...
Who are you waiting for, exactly?
The more I think about it...
But what else could it...
I don't know.
Trap.
At least... Have you ever...
Aprovem que gajo passe isto, pode...
Goodbye.
Oi.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed.
Dr. Reed?
Is there anything wrong?
No, it's just... Your name...
I think I would remember.
That's odd. I'm certain I've already heard of you. My name is Pericles Baker. Does that mean anything to you?
I'm afraid not, sir. But it's a pleasure to meet you anyway.
The pleasure is mine, I guess. I only wish I could remember when it was that we met.
What can you tell?
I've heard this is...
Can you tell?
As you like asking questions so much, would you allow me to ask you one first?
Please, be my guest.
Do you like this city?
Isto é do tipo de pergunta de estás a gostar do jogo ou não? Pá, estou a gostar do jogo, agora da cidade.
I don't know. I was born and raised in London, but I feel like a stranger here recently.
You didn't answer my question, sir. But I don't blame you. Perhaps it's better that way.
Tell me.
We are waiting.
And why are you?
Because we need to leave this city.
Why do you want to?
I'm not really.
And what do you?
I stopped working when I decided.
But what were you doing before you?
Does it really matter anymore?
Tell me more.
I just...
Who are you waiting for? I'm sure he has a name.
I really can't answer that question, since I don't know that person.
And why is that?
This person is mostly my brother's acquaintance. I don't even know his real name. Only that this...
But why would you...
Well...
Pericles, tell me why your brother disagrees with your presence here.
Agamemnon is... naive sometimes.
What can you...
If you are certain...
That's it?
For the time being.
At least...
But is that not...
Goodbye, Mr. Baker.
Hello again.
Goodbye.
Dr. Reed.
Tell me all you know about that homicidal maniac you're looking for.
I'm not even sure there is only one. The wounds are always the same, but the modus operandi varies. Sometimes violent and brutal.
How could different?
That's my main problem.
What are you inventing?
Mr. K.
Goodbye, Detective.
Goodbye. What has happened to London that I knew?
I got a problem. Será que este diz-me alguma coisa diferente?
Good evening.
Goodbye, sir.
I read The Red River, A Song in the Dark, The Whispers of a Psalm.
Qualquer coisa aqui que não está bem. Só se a mansão é mesmo aqui. E o que eu estava a ver do outro. Dava para vir por aqui, mas. É assim, a mansão tem de se entrar por aqui. Estar aqui os mesmos gajos. mansão. É isso que me está a fazer confusão. Tinha visto isto? Estranho esconder isto mesmo. Ao lado da mansão.
There has been a fight here. I can see a blood trail. Left by one of the antagonists, perhaps?
Oh. Big drop. Porra, com uma carga d'água.
I have this thirst for blood.
Sério que é só isto aqui? Desculpa ali, vou desviar-me do meu objetivo, cacete. Se calhar vou ter de deixar para mais logo, porque a série, tipo, a menos quem esteja a ver consiga dizer o como. não são ali. Não dá para ir para ali, mano. Oh, fuck. Seguir em frente, acho que volto a sair pelo mesmo sítio. What a fucking maze. Isto é na zona, mas um andar acima. Bem, vamos cancelar a transmissão. Muito tempo de transmissão. Tenta descobrir mais logo onde é que é a casa e tento continuar depois daí. Vem aí.